Oh yeah, I like when you talk to me like that. Oh yeah, I love it. I love looking back at it. Oh man, I'll try not to die. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday once again. Another video back to back by your lovable correspondent, your news reporter, unaffiliated, uncensored, unjustified. Oh my goodness. So I made a mistake, right? I got into La La Land because I just started watching the beginning of Rehab Room's video, and I'm in a good mood. I'm wishing him the best. Telling him that like I used to make fun of him and other insults, which I think like I'm on the fence about that because technically speaking, some of these people will go out there and seriously hurt women and shit, and it's not like I'm making the situation any better or anybody else for that matter that's doing this, but it's like, fuck these people. If that's the way they want to feel about women, I want to let them know that, I'm here. But I did, reconcile the fact that like, yeah, I did do that to them, and I was in the same situation. I was in a similar situation many times. Well, not all the time, but like in the sense that I had the belief that I was better than women. I like thought back in the day that if I went down on a girl, I would lose my manhood. See, like these Marines are to this girl boss lady over here. How many people are honestly This is why I made this video 25 minutes because I had to insert this shit because I think I watched about three, four videos, 343 Studios, funny. Um, just bashing Halo and the additions, basically her, the new campaign, the characterization. There's some race swapping apparently, and Cortana is not hot. That's the biggest one. Oh my god! Like, can you believe that shit? Oh my god! There's like a fly in front of my face. Sorry about that. That loud like slapping noise. Fucking summertime. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, like, how do you say you're a fucking weirdo without saying you're a fucking weirdo, dude? Like, how did you get horny to Cortana, dude? Like, I pirated the game back in the day. My homie gave it to me on PC and shit, and I was such a rude dick to him all the time for some reason. I don't know. I was a fucking rude dick to all these people for some unknown reason and shit. I don't know, whatever, man. Because they were getting laid, I wasn't. That was my justification. Anyways, um, yeah, man. Like, I don't see it. It's just computer graphics and a holographic girl that's like blue and shit. Like, I don't. Like this was back in the day before you really could or want to put like that many polygons on a character to like smoothen out the breasts or whatever, like make a girl more sexually appetizing and appeasing to the male garnered audience. And this guy's like, I think his name's Legendary Drops, which is sad. I used to watch a lot of his videos. He's the one who kind of got me onto Arc Raiders and shit. His video about it, which is kind of fucked up because like I had such a high opinion of him, and then you realize something. Like having that, excuse me, having a bias towards men because you somehow think they represent you is the biggest foolishness we have ever suffered as a species, the human race. See, what's happening in Spain can be amounted to like politicians or this and that, but it always comes back to Yamal and stealing up that Spanish girl. And I took a look at Yamal, right? I mean, he's not a bad looking guy, but I mean, he's not good looking either, right? And the woman that he's just taking and shit is just doing it for God knows what reason, but probably out of spite. So what am I getting at? Well, Yamal, despite the fact that he thinks he's the man, is most likely going to be one of the many recipients, the many subscribers, the many pay per view, sorry, pay per ride, ride share users. Because girls like that, And you see, like Yamal, he's got the money now. He's got the fame. You know, he's probably gonna be riding high on that for the rest of his life. And then he's gonna see his homies, and they're gonna be all teared up and crying in the corner, like, "Oh, what's happened? I wanted to be with my girl, but she said my time was up. I only got like 4 hours with her, and now she's with some other man, and they're having sex. They even waved to me and shit too. I opened the door. Shit, man. And you know it's coming. You know it's coming, man. You know what the saddest part is? I don't even know if it's gonna come for me. I'm talking that shit pretending like I'm safe. Fuck no, you. Dude, I have not had sex before. What does that mean? Well, I don't know how good at sex I am, right? I've never eaten pussy before. I don't know how good at that I am. Now, if a girl takes my V card, right, and she finds the above unsatisfactory, am I in the wrong if she wants to be with another man? Yes. It was my fault for thinking that I was one in the fucking first place. Just because I get horny. Just because I can jerk off. Just because it feels good. And nobody tells guys this shit. Because nobody wants to. Oh, you're a fucking special ass snowflake. You are. You're oh so special. Your mommy and daddy loves you and shit. And you can have any girl you want, except when they fucking reject you, you fucking bitch. And what do when they do that? Inevitably, you come back to your home. Your parents pat you on the back and say, there, she wasn't worth it. She wasn't the one for you. Rinse and repeat over and over again. Dude, I live in Brampton. What do you think they were doing last night? I even tried to talk to them about it. They're still pissed. They're even more pissed. Like, because I talked to them about this shit and it struck a nerve, they're more pissed off than they were before, if you could believe that. Fucking hell. And I'm the one who, like, well, blazing weed, I think, calms you down, so I don't know. I'm just trying to say, like, I'm the one who's like, I thought I had problems and shit. But, you know, that's what happens when you come from arranged marriages, when you come from, like, families that are trying to bum rush the fucking border, trying to jump on them welfares and shit. Yo, women are gonna look at that and be like, really? Really? My grandfather, my father, all of their pensions, their taxpayer money, all that shit got taken away I can feed you and your retard ass fucking family? Okay, cool. Cool. You wanna have sex? Cool. So is this guy, and this guy, and that guy. So what is 4 hours? 4 divided by 6 is 6 men. Now let's be realistic about that. Um, People have to sleep, right? So if we multiply that, so that's basically like three guys in a day be ride sharing on a girl. One in the morning, one at lunchtime, and one at night, and then she's down and out, and she probably goes and sleeps in her own house by herself and shit. Probably has a condo and everything, you know, security, all that shit. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why does she need security for? Well, I don't think I'm the only guy that sees a problem with this, right? I see the problem with it, but I know that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, okay. You know Bonnie Blue? She did it for the spectacle. She did it for the fame, I guess, infamy, if you will, the social media viral posting to be a person of notoriety, even featured, surprisingly featured on Andrew Tate's channel or whatever, some video of his where he's like talking to her, interviewing her, saying that, they think alike. And it's like, yeah, that's true. They do think alike. They think about guys. They think about what pleasures them, what pleases them. They think about what nice things to say to them. Yeah, that's right, Andrew Tate. He's a very persuasive, romantic guy. If you get to know him, like the guys in jail are right now. The guys up in his fucking cell are right now. Yo, they're filming him and shit. Yo, they put him on the fucking top. Do you know what that means? When they put you on the top like that, so that, like, everybody can see you? No, that's called circulation. See, that's the worst place you want to be in. You want to know why? Because they don't let you go down, but they'll let people go up. After they played with them, they go back down like nothing ever happened. Now, why is it up rather than down? I'll tell you why. There's a light in his cell. People are using their camera to go see it, peek through it, and it's like, oh my god, it's Andrew Tate! Oh, then they're just jerking off and shit, right? That light's gonna turn off eventually. And when that light turns off, there's probably gonna be like a celly, one or two of them, that puts like something over it. Andrew's just gonna be sitting in his bed, shaking, shivering, knowing what's gonna happen next. I don't know what's gonna happen. Extortion, sexual violence, both. It's his life now. That's how he has to live his life. You see, he actually did think like Bonnie Blue. You see, he's pleasuring men right now. And not just inside jail, outside of jail. People are crying over him like it's like some sort of soap opera. Like this top G, this massively cool guy who drives all these amazing sports cars and brags about raping all these girls underage and shit. Laughs in your face about the age of consent and all that shit, right? Goes to jail, gets his butthole smoked. Yeah. We're living it, man. We're living it. Play ball. All is fair. Be nice, guys. I mean, you got to share them with the rest of the jail cell. Like, they're gonna be pissed. Like, it was like, where's my Andrew Tate at? Some guy writes this like fucking poetry in his own semen or something. Yo, Andrew, you have to use a special dark light to see the special message. Yeah, he does it like so like professionally too. He has like a fucking felt tipped pen or whatever the fuck, and he's just like writing it out. He has like really good handwriting. What the fuck is this? Yo, the prison guard tosses him the dark light, the black light, and says, "Yo, you're gonna need this to see the secret message, dog." And then he's gonna turn around and read it, the secret message. Oh shit, man! Yo, how come I never thought about this before? I'm only thinking about this shit now. My mind goes in weird places sometimes. But that's actually kind of true. Like, as messed up as it sounds, if you want to pass a guy a letter, like a message, whatever, obviously you don't want anybody else reading that shit. You don't think, there's like a raffle. Like, I think it's like the highest bidder at this point right now. The highest bidder gets Andrew Tate's ass, and then like second place gets Tristan Tate because it's just like he's bad. He's not. He's not. He's not Andrew, man. He's not the top G. There'll only be one. Excuse me. So you're about to be up in there, getting bidded on by like all these mans and shit. Yo, when's my time with Andrew Tate? When am I gonna, fucking clap this man's cheeks? I want my Andrew Tate now. And then some people rough them up or anything. Oh, it's not fair. You had him before I have. Fuck this. You like a fucking prison riot. Oh, that shit! And all the straight guys are in their cells, like, best behavior of all time. The biggest smile on their face. It's like, yo, man, prison be fucked up sometimes and shit. And you know what the guards are doing? Letting it happen. That's right, letting it happen. It's just like Asmongold said. Disclaimer. Disclaimer, big disclaimer. What I'm about to say is highly offensive, and it could get my favorite YouTube streamer next to a more sexy Pegasus in a lot of trouble. Excuse me. So that being said, right? Oh, I forgot to make that video about more Pegasus. God damn it, I'm so lazy. Um, what was I gonna say again? So I yeah, Asmongold, right? Oh fuck, no. What was I gonna say again? Oh yeah, sometimes I laugh too hard and I get like some kind of memory loss, like short-term memory loss. That shit was funny though. Okay, but real talk, disclaimer: I don't speak for Asmongold. I'm just a fan of his channel. I subscribe to him. He doesn't know who I am. Okay, so what I'm about to say is whatever, right? So Asmongold said that those motherfuckers drowning off the shore trying to invade Italy that die, that's natural selection. Again, I don't speak for Asmongold, and I don't pretend to. And I know that like he does say things that a lot of people find offensive. They just do. And he might take it back. He might, apologize. And if he does, he has every right to do so. Okay? That being said, here on Azure News, we agree with Asmongold's statement 100%. That is natural selection to the letter T. T. We got the T in the naturals. Put the T in that natural selection, my guy. Because even though he might walk back what he said, I will I will become Asmongold's shadow. I'll become his living legacy. See, his name is Zach, but see, I'm Cloud. I'm just this wannabe because Zach has the hot Asian girlfriend and I don't. But I pretended like I was Zach. It was me all along, but I was just Cloud Strife. Cloud Sing. What the fuck? You fucking brown clown. Shut the fuck up. You ain't Zach. You ain't the, first class soldier and shit. But that's like the craziness about like, you know, dissociative personality disorder, which I think I suffer from a little bit. Not like, from the aforementioned, but like, I don't know. Because I'm trying to be something that I'm not, clearly, especially by making this video illustrating, the hardships in Spain, the lack of manhood, the fact that you got to go out there and, basically snatch up other man's girls and shit. They were in a relationship for God knows how long, and I'm gonna say it again: if you have the money and if you're capable of raising your kids, you're gonna stick around and do that, then you are the better man. The world has seen enough of this subhuman trash. It's garbage. They're getting pissed off that I'm saying this because people are waking up and asking themselves, who am I referring to? What am I referring to? And I've been very clear in my assertions. Do I need to repeat myself at this point? I don't think so. If you want to make assumptions, be my guest. There are no men left in Spain. The ones that are most likely going to get arrested or killed. This is the price of war. The brave are always the first to die. That actually came from X-Men, back in the day, in the 90s. That was a pretty good line. But it's like Magneto, who was a Polish Jew, watched his people get slaughtered, him, being taken out of his country, his entire, you know, businesses, all those Jewish owned stuff. It's kind of like what's happening right now in Bathurst and Steeles with the Kivas Bakery and all these places getting attacked. It's funny how history repeats itself somehow, sometimes and shit. We all gotta fucking, fight and die in a war against these fucking subhuman trash, these animals. But why, right? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because somebody told you, and this was the case for, you know, generations. Pretty much up until the 70s and 80s was when I noticed that these birth rates, well, I didn't notice, I was born 1985, but like, yeah, roughly around, my time, if not, sooner, people were having less and less kids. And what the end result of it is? The people who had all the kids weren't the people who should have had all the kids. Yeah. And we have to live in a world with the end result of that. Inferior men having children, inferior bloodlines passing on their genes through the human race. And the one size shoe fits all theory does not work, ladies and gentlemen. It works both ways. It's not just men who have the privilege to have multiple women and those women who are in agreement of this. This is not done dishonestly. Let's be fair about this. We are better than our predecessors. We are better than our enemies. We are vocal and clear in our assertions. Very, very clear. We are better for the world. The government has denied us this. The treason that the human race has wrought upon itself through this action cannot be understated. People will think, well, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's a problem that I am overemphasizing, or other people just assert too much blame and grievance to because of past instances of violence. And then I saw a fire. How the fuck are these people lighting a goddamn fire? You just got lead in the fucking country. You're lighting a fucking fire? God damn it. See a bunch of like these Sikhs and stuff going on hunger strike and shit. And then you see like the camera pan and you see this guy eating. Man, they don't want to go and they don't want to die. That's the worst combination, I'm telling you something. When a man stinks like that, huh? Is it really a man? Bitch mans. And you know all the problems that they have, they themselves were the ones that created it. They pretend that the people who scammed them, who told them that they can get citizenship by going to these paper mills, these fake colleges, universities and shit. But the motherfuckers can't even read. Can't even speak proper English and shit. You gotta have a Punjabi interpreter. You have to put your fucking national anthem, Canadian national anthem in Punjabi because these fucking retards are too stupid to learn your language and shit. Yeah, I'm serious. The Sikhs are too stupid to learn the English language. Pakis too. Oh yeah. Fucking stupid. But that doesn't stop them from trying to rape your girls and shit. Getting the fucking government to say, oh, because you're racist for saying that. Or no, oh, it's not so bad. Yeah, fuck out of here, man. Or I think the best one is, well, everybody rapes children. No, they don't. Oh, no, they don't. They really don't. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, back in the day, at least you hear from, like, the whispers and shit, because these people would disappear, right? You obviously wouldn't want to, like, make too much noise about that. But, like, yeah, these people who abuse women, these people who would rape women. Like, there was this guy in this Jewish high school that I went to, and this is how I know like how bad it was, because there's like a group of Jewish people called the Kafkazis, and apparently like they're super like tough and shit. I know one Kafkazi guy. He's actually super smart, like a nerd. He's like whatever. He's cool. Anyways, so I was going to this school called Westmount, and there was this guy, and he was like this. I think his name was Iran or something like that. Like not Iran. It's like the Yiddish, Jewish, whatever. And he was from Israel. There's just like something off with this guy. Fucking inbred, dude. Turns out he forced the girl to suck his dick at knife point. How did I hear this? Well, the whole class was talking about it. The whole fucking class was talking about it. That's how I heard about it. Wasn't around anymore. He just magically disappeared from school. And nobody asked questions about him because we all kind of knew where he had to go, where he was going, what needed to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what needs to be done. I'm not asking you to kill anybody or hurt anybody or really do anything you don't need to do. But when I tell you, you gotta go out there and make those women your own, you gotta raise your kids, You gotta take care of those kids because you might not be around forever, right? You gotta leave some money behind for them. Do all that stuff. Well, I can't say that's bad advice. Would you? Oh, we all gotta try. Sometimes we fail when we try, but it could be worse. You could be subhuman, clinging to like the last hope that the human race will accept your savagery, your stupidity, and most likely your mental degeneration.